boy James back again with another vlog. Bigger, better, and awesome. I thought I'd do a bit of a journey one today, so obviously I've just woken up. I have to say I didn't get that much sleep due to the wind, and it's absolutely been hammering it down. So I think it's going to be a day indoors, as for most people. So I suppose, yeah, let's get on with the day. So as you can see, I just got out of the shower. Hair's all wet. After getting up at like 9 o'clock and laying in bed for like another hour or so, just doing nothing. And then, yeah, so obviously the weather's changed, which is really, really bizarre because it said it was going to be raining for most of the day. So we're planning on going for a bit of a walk along the canal. Excuse the camera angle, it's a bit dodgy. And then when I come home, I think I'll do a review on some football games coming up that people are quite excited about. So I'll take my camera with me, and yeah, guess we'll see where we go from there. Newark, and not gonna lie, I wish I could. Now, so currently on a walk with my stepdad and mum. Apologies if the sound's a bit, well, not too much. It's quite blustery over here. So yeah, so as I said earlier in the intro, I thought I wouldn't be doing it much, but turns out the weather was wrong yet again. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's brightened up a lot, as you can see. It's still a bit cloudy, so there is a chance of a shower. So yeah, come join me on the journey. So just got back from Newark, so went on for a bit of a walk, ran like the canal sort of area, didn't go too far, or didn't do too much to be fair, and then mum wanted to nosy around houses as she normally does. So now I'm back. What I thought I'd do is I would review the upcoming Premier League football matches. So I'll probably do about 4 or 5 and talk about them, and then we'll go from there. And then in tomorrow's one, I'll do maybe another 4 or 5, just so I can review everyone. So let's get started. So the first two games which start on the 17th of June, which is a Wednesday. Now these games are the games that weren't played when Man City played Aston Villa in the EFL Cup. So the first one is 6 o'clock, Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. Now obviously, I guess you can't really call anybody in form because we haven't played for like few months basically now. But I'm going to go with a Sheffield United win for that one. I can't see Aston, I mean I could see a draw, but I can't see Aston Villa winning. I mean, I think Sheffield United just got a bit too much there. And then the next one at 8:15, Man City versus Arsenal. Now this is a very interesting one because obviously Mikel Arteta was the former first team coach, or the assistant, whatever you want to call him, at Man City. So it'll be interesting to see how that game pans out. But with it being at the Etihad, obviously Man City do still have something to play for in the Premier League, even though Liverpool only need 2 wins from like the remaining 9 games, and if Liverpool can't do that, then they never deserve to win the Premier League at all. But I'll see Man City winning that. Maybe I see a draw, but Man City I think will be the favourites going into that game. So those are the Wednesday games, and then we move on to Friday the 19th of June. Norwich versus Southampton. Now Norwich need to win every single game really, in theory. Or go unbeaten in the remaining 9 games. We're winning most of them. So Norwich versus Southampton, obviously 2 teams both at the lower end of the table. It's kind of like a 6-pointer because Southampton are not out of trouble just yet. But with it being at Norwich, Norwich should have the advantage. But obviously with no crowds being allowed in the game, that probably puts it in Southampton's favour. But there could be a question. Obviously, no pressure on Norwich with no fans getting on their backs. I'm going to go with a draw on that one. And then the next one is Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. Mourinho visiting his old club. I mean, to be fair, under Ollie, Manchester United look a bit more attacking than what they did under Mourinho. I mean, Mourinho loves to park the bus. Obviously, I'm not sure if Harry Kane's back because obviously he was injured. I mean, he might be back now. Obviously, because players have had a long time to recuperate. But with it being at Tottenham, Manchester United actually chasing a Champions League spot, I could see it being quite tasty. I'm going to go a Manchester United win on that one. I'm going to go 2-1 United. And then we move on to the 20th of June, the Saturday. Watford versus Leicester. Now, as I stated with Norwich and Southampton, Watford need the points, but so do Leicester because obviously they're trying to secure Champions League football, which would be another big achievement for them. Probably rivals, obviously their Premier League winning season, probably not to the same heights, but it could be up there basically. And it's also a repeat of the playoff semi-final 2013-14, somewhere around that area, where obviously I think Watford won in the end. But with Leicester, I can't see Leicester not either drawing that. I think Leicester will win, but it could be quite tasty. Obviously, with no fans there, obviously it's going to play a big factor there. But yeah, I'm going to go with a Leicester win on that one. And the next one is a Brighton Hove Albion versus Arsenal. Now, same as obviously Watford, Norwich and Southampton, Brighton do need the points. I mean, I'm not sure if they're right near the bottom. I mean, I haven't really looked at the league table in a long time, so I can't really remember. But I'm going to go with an Arsenal win on this one. Then West Ham Wolves. Straight up Wolves win. I think West Ham aren't the team when they played at Upton Park or the Bowling Ground or whatever ground you want to call it. Straight up Wolves win. Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace. Now this one's got probably a draw written all over it, to be fair. Both teams sort of similar in levels, maybe Crystal Palace a bit higher, but yeah, I'm going to go with a draw on that one. And then I'll review the Sunday's games, and then we'll leave it at that. So Newcastle United versus Sheffield United. Now obviously if this was with fans, I would have probably fancied Newcastle United, but Sheffield United being on the form, but this could obviously dampen Sheffield United because they haven't had that run of form. This could be a draw written all over it. Now Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Obviously Chelsea, this is Chelsea's first game back. Aston Villa would have played 2 games. This would be their second game, so maybe tiredness could come into effect because they're playing a lot of back-to-back football basically to try and fit them all in. So with that being a factor, I can't see anything else but a Chelsea win. I think the way that Lampard had them playing, he's got them playing really well, and they could be getting Champions League football next season. As painful as me to say it, because my stepdad's a Chelsea fan. Doesn't help that my mum was a Liverpool fan either, so, and me being a Forest fan. So yeah. And then the very last game that I'm going to review is the Merseyside derby. Now this one's a bit of a tricky one stadium-wise because with the grounds being so close together, there's obviously talk that they're going to try and play at a neutral venue, obviously because they probably don't want to run the risk of people going near the stadium. Now that might, I mean, let me know down in the comments if you think that's a good idea or a bad idea. Obviously what's happened around the world with a few of these protests and all that kind of stuff, maybe it would have an effect on crowd control. Obviously that's what they're trying to resolve. But Liverpool, I just think, even though they've had this break, I just think they've got some wonderful players. I mean, I'm going to go with a Liverpool win on this one. I think it'll be a tight game, but I think Liverpool will win. And obviously with that win, then they only need 3 more points. So yeah, that's the review for the first part, and then obviously the next part would be the 22nd of June, where Man City play Burnley. I'll review those games in the next vlog. So let me know down in the comments if you like this, and if so, what games you want me to review next. Tell me your team. Tell me what you're missing about football. I mean, I'm just missing the thrill of the game, really. So I think I'll end it with that. And yeah. So guys, so basically what now I've just done is just finished eating my tea. I've done a Twitch live stream. Yes, it's only an hour long, and yes, I probably said it was going to be for 2 hours, but I don't know what it is. It's like a mode. Like if I schedule something to do, it won't be as good. But if it's something that I'm not scheduling, and I just go off and off and off, it turns into something brilliant. So that's probably what I'm going to do from now on, is not schedule things and just go with the flow. Obviously, the title is on my Twitch thing, Let's Get a Movement Going. So that's a hint. Follow me on Twitch. Obviously, the link will be in the description down below, so make sure you check it out. So yeah, obviously, so let's review what I've done today. So obviously I went to Newark to go for a walk effectively, but there is something I would like to bring up. Is we were walking along the canal, and obviously we found something quite disgusting, really. I think I need to address this because it's on my mind. Is we were walking through along where the canal bridge is. There's like a little pathway that leads downwards, and the amount of rubbish that was there was unbelievable. So what I'll try and do is get the photo that my mum took and show you guys, because I can't believe it myself. I mean, I know people like litter, but I've never seen it that bad. But it was all in one area, not spread around. It was all in just that one massive area. Yeah, so that's me ranting about rubbish. So once again, thank you for the like and support on this channel. Make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe. We need 2 more followers to get to 50, the magical 50. So maybe we'll do it in this vlog, or maybe we'll do the next one. Who knows? But this has been your boy James, signing off. Peace out.